Hey guys, it's Beto here. Welcome back to the channel. It's only been about 4 days since Bitcoin on Base started running on the news about Bitcoin on Virtuals joining and creating a bigger ecosystem. I want to do a quick chart check. I'll show you the 4-hour chart, but I'm also going to show you the weekly chart. I found some really interesting patterns that I think you're going to dig. But before I do that, I want to invite you to subscribe. I'm only about 17 subscribes from 200. Let's try to get there. I really appreciate you guys supporting this channel. I learn a lot doing these videos and I enjoy doing them. So hopefully you can subscribe. So now let's get to it. All right, guys, so let's take a quick look at the chart for Bitcoin on Base. Currently trading at a $5.1 million market cap at the time of recording this video. So we're doing really well. There's been a lot of activity today, 188,000 in terms of volume over the last 24 hours. And it really woke up on Friday the 21st with the news that Bitcoin on Virtuals was going to be launched on the Virtuals protocol ecosystem, and that it's going to be linked to this project, and both projects are going to benefit from this launch. So I want to show you kind of what's been going on. It really pumped up all the way to about $8.3 million market cap, which is now probably the biggest resistance that we're going to face moving forward. And it's been following this trend line, this yellow trend line, over the last 4 or 5 days. This is the 4-hour chart again, just to show you kind of what's going on. And I drew a green line that you see, vertical line. That's going to be Thanksgiving Eve. That's when Bitcoin on Virtuals is going to be launched. So I want to show you kind of what I'm expecting it to happen. The RSI is still looking pretty good. It looks like there's still up movement up for the project, but I think it's going to do something like this. It's probably going to go up to this point and then go down, maybe go down and touch this line again for support and continue to do this sort of stuff. And maybe when that news comes and then more people start getting an eye on Bitcoin on Base, we'll get that type of movement and hopefully head up. But I want to show you a couple of things that I found. I want to zoom out to the weekly chart, and this is the logarithmic chart, so it looks a little bit weird. But I started looking at this, then I started looking at a little bit, zooming out a little bit more. But I want to show you this quick thing that I noticed, and just I like looking at patterns, and obviously nothing is certain, but this pattern right here is something that I've been looking at just over the last few days, and to me it's looking a lot like this down here, especially that green candle, the first one on the right side rectangle. It looks very similar to a candle that's way down at the beginning of the project. So whether or not that could be something that we can keep an eye out, I don't know. Let me show you something real quick. Another candle that's very similar to it is this one right here. It's a big hammer candle. I think that's what they call it, that one. And then this is the same candle that we see right there. So are we going to see another pump go up to maybe this level again? That's possible. Obviously nothing is for certain. It all depends on volume. It all depends on the market, on the news. But we got pretty big news with Bitcoin on Virtuals launching on Thursday, which is something that I think is going to bring a lot more people not only into this project, but really looking at Bitcoin on Base, because both projects are going to be benefiting from each other, and there's going to be a symbiotic relationship. That's what I've been saying all along since that. So I want to show you something extra here. This is again the logarithmic scale, so looks kind of weird, and you'll notice that on the right side on the scale you'll see the millions and the $100 million market cap, 120 somewhere out here. But I want to show you something that's really cool. So this movement again, I'm going to show you this right here. This move right here that we're looking at, it really just, to me, it's like the project woke up again, right? So if we measure kind of, let's say that this is the pump, right, that we're looking at. Let's say we measure that. That's about 4,500%. 4,500% in terms of growth, like 30 million from where we are. That was the high, right? That was a big pump, and that's kind of what I see is happening right now. It could happen. Let's take a look at what would happen if we would pump, at least from this point on, another, what is it, 30 mil. So we're at 5 mil right now. Let's pump 30 mil. Let's see, for 4,500%, that was what it is. So this would be somewhere around, let's say around there, right? So this would be, let me do a quick line for you guys. This would be somewhere around there, and it would be a huge pump. It would be pretty exciting if we go all the way up, right? And it could take a week or two or something like that or more. We'd be up at around, wow, $200 million market cap maybe. And obviously that would be the peak. I think it would settle down if that happens. If we see, again, I think if we see this big move that we saw at the beginning of the project with the launch of Bitcoin on Virtuals on Thanksgiving Eve or this weekend, we could probably see a move like that here. If it moves up all the way, we would see a huge pump all the way to maybe over 120 mil, which would be pretty awesome. It would be amazing. We're at 5 mil, so that's a huge run. But it could happen, right? I don't think it's far-fetched for a project like this with the scarcity, with some of the utility that it has already. I think it has a lot of potential to run. And if people look over here and look at Bitcoin on Base and start, realizing the potential, and then with the addition of Bitcoin on Virtuals, I think this is something that could happen. Anyway, nothing's for certain. It all depends on the market. All depends on what investors do. But right now, again, we're at 32 cents, trading above the $5 million market cap. Could this happen? Maybe. Will it happen? I don't know. But let's hope that there's a good pump coming for Bitcoin on Base. All right, guys, there you have it. I will have a video up soon about Bitcoin on Virtuals, what it is, how you can get it, and what it's going to mean for both projects very soon. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, guys. I hope you're having a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Better one,